Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Muhammad Ubaid and this is another video of Basics of Structural Analysis series, and today in this video we are going to find the fixed end moment of a fixed beam having a trapezoidal uniformly varying load. And I have taken this question because it is a little bit difficult to find the direct formula for fixed end moment for this type of loading, and we need this formula when we are solving a problem using moment area method or slope deflection method to put the value of fixed end moment in the equation of slope deflection method. Okay, so that's why I have taken this problem. Now let's see how we will proceed for the solution by using moment area method of this particular problem. So here is our problem, and in our previous video we have solved a problem in which we had a triangular loading on a fixed beam and we have found the fixed end moment for that particular problem. And in that problem we have established that the degree of static indeterminacy is equal to 2 for this type of fixed beam, in which we neglect the horizontal forces because there is no force acting in the horizontal direction. Okay, so it means that we need two additional equation. We need how many? Two additional equation to solve the problem. Okay, and we use moment area method to find these two additional equations. What were those conditions which we used? So first condition was theta b over a is equal to 0, and we know that the formula for theta b over a is am upon ei. Okay, am upon ei means area of bending moment diagram divided by ei. Okay, so it will be 0, and from here we will get our first equation, and the second equation which we got was tb over a, which is the tangential deviation of b, or you can take T a over b is equal to 0. Okay, from these two from these condition we will get our second equation. Okay, and what was the second equation which we have used this condition? T a over b is equal to 0, which means it will be equal to am x bar upon ei, and x bar will be measured from a. Okay, x bar will be measured from a. So this is our second condition, okay, which we are going to use to find the fixed end moment in this problem. Now, what was the important point which we have used in the previous problem, and we will be using that important point in this problem also? It was that we use the principle of superposition to break down this actual problem into two parts. Okay, so we broke down this problem into two parts like this. We will break down this problem into a simple supported beam like this. Okay, and the other beam will be a fixed beam. Okay, in which we have both the ends fixed. So, and there is no loading, there will only be moment ma, and it is mp. Okay, and it is ra, and here it is rb, and this is our trapezoidal loading, which is w1 kilonewton per meter at this point and w2 kilonewton per meter at this point. The length of the beam is l. So first of all we will find the bending moment equation for this beam, simple supported beam, and from which we will find the area by using integration, and then we will equate the bending moment diagram or a m by ei diagram for both the area, and we will see how we will do this. So let's see. So we will take our first segment in which we have a ssb, simple supported beam, and here let us assume that rb and it is ra, and this is our trapezoidal loading w2 and w1, okay, like this, and this is length l of the beam. Okay, now this is a and this is b. So first of all we will find out the reaction, okay, at the support. So let us take sigma m about a is 0, and let us take clockwise direction as positive. So what will be the moment about a due to this trapezoidal loading? So it will be 1 by 2 times w1 plus W2 into L. What is it? This is the area of this trapezoidal load times CG, distance of CG. Okay, so the distance of this trapezoid will lie at a distance of W1 plus 2Wx divided by W1 plus W2 into L by 3, like this. Okay, and it will be equal to RB times L. Why RB is taken on the right side of this equal sign? Because it will be negative. Okay, so we can take it to the right hand side. Now we can see here that W1 plus W2 will be cancelled out, and here we can see that RB will be equal to, because L will also be cancelled out, so we will get W1 plus 2W2 into L by 6. Now by using sigma, sum of forces into y direction will equal to 0, we can find out the value of RA. So RA plus RB minus 1 by 2 times W1 plus W2 into L will be 0. So from here the value of RA will be equal to 1 by 2 W1 plus W2 L minus RB, and the value of RB is W1 plus 2 W2 L by 6. So from here we can take the LCM, and after taking the LCM we will see. So let me write it here. So it will be 6 and 3W1 plus 3W2 minus W1 minus 2W2, okay, multiplied by L. So it will be 2W1 plus W2 divided by 6 and multiply by L. Now we have got the reaction at A and reaction at support B. Now we can write the equation for bending moment diagram at any section XX at a distance x from A. Okay, so this is our section. Now we will write the bending moment equation for this section. We will write the bending moment equation for the section XX. Now what are the forces which we have? So here we have RA, and at this point we have RB, and at this section XS we have to write the bending moment equation. So the bending moment equation will look like, let me write it here, M XX will be equal to RAX, because RA is acting upward, so it will be positive, minus, we have to consider this area from A to X, okay, from A to XX. So what will be the bending moment due to this area? So it will be load. So first of all 1 by 2 times W1 plus Y1, okay, this is this ordinate, okay, this ordinate Y1 times X. So this is our area multiplied by the distance of CG from XX. Okay, now it is from XX, so it will be Y1 plus 2 times the far ordinate, okay, which is W1, and divided by W1 plus Y1 multiplied by X by 3. Okay, so like this. Now we can simplify it a little bit. So it will be W1 plus Y1 will be cancelled out, and from here it will be Y1 plus 2W1 times X square divided by 6. Now to solve this equation we should know the value of Y1. So from the figure we can easily see that Y1 will be equal to W1 plus, if we break this trapezoid into two things like this, so this is our Y1 and this is our W1. So if we break this like this, so this ordinate will also be W1, and this ordinate, the value of this ordinate will be, so the value of this ordinate will be W2 minus W1 by L times X. Okay, so this is X, because this like this, if I draw it here, so this is a whole triangle. Okay, so it will vary from 0 to W2 minus W1, and for the distance X it will be W2 minus W1 by L into X. Okay, so from here we can find the value of Y. Now we will put this value of Y1, and we will got our bending moment equation. So mxx is equal to rax. We are putting the value of y1. This is y1. So y1 is equal to w1 plus w2 minus w1 times x divided by L. So this is the value of y1, and we also have this 2w1 here. So it will be 2w1 bracket close x square by 6. So we can simplify this equation to get our final equation of mxx. So it will be rax minus, it will become w1 x square by 2 minus w2 minus w1 x cube by 6 times L. Okay, x cube by 6 times L. So from here we can see that the equation of bending moment is it is a cubic parabola. Okay, it will be a cubic parabola, which means if we draw the shape of the bending moment diagram for the simple supported one, so it will be like this. Okay, it will be a, this is our mxx, and it is a cubic parabola. Now this will be sagging moment because the trapezoidal load will create sagging moment in the beam, and we let us call this area as, a mu. Okay, now if we want to find out this area, so we have to consider a very small strip of dx distance at a length of x. Okay, at a length of x from a. Now the area mu will be equal to mxx time dx from 0 to L, because we are considering the whole length. Now let me put the value of mxx in this equation. So become it will become 0 to L, sorry, 0 to L rax minus w1 x square by 2 minus w2 minus w1 x cube divided by 6L and brackets times dx. Now we will integrate this equation to get the value of a mu. So it will become rax square by 2 minus w1 x cube by 6 minus w2 minus w1 x to the power 4 upon 24L, and we have the limits from 0 to L. Now after putting the value of limits, we will get the value of a mu as ra L square by 2 minus w1 L cube by 6 minus w2 minus w1 x cube divided by 24. Okay, so let us call this equation as 1. Now we also want the value of a mu x mu bar. Okay, what is x mu bar? So x mu bar is the distance of CG of this cubic parabola from A. Now for finding the x mu bar or the value of a mu x mu bar, because we are interested in the value of a mu x mu bar, so the value of a mu x mu bar can be find out by using the equation mxx x dx. We just have to multiply the mxx by x, and we will have to integrate it from 0 to L. We know the value of mxx, we will just multiply this by x, and we will integrate the equation. So after multiplying the mxx by x, I am writing the equation as rax square minus w1 x cube by 2 minus w2 minus w1 x to the power 4 upon 6L, and it will be integrated from 0 to L. Sorry, there will be no bracket, or you can put the bracket also. So it will like this. So it is dx, this is 0, sorry, so this is 0. Now we can just integrate this equation, so it will become rax cube by 3 minus w1 x to the power 4 by 8 minus w2 minus w1 x to the power 5 by 30L, and we have the limits from 0 to L. So after Putting the value of limit, we will get the value of a mu x mu bar as r a l cube by 3 minus w1 l to the power 4 by 8 minus w2 minus w1 l to the power 4 by 30. So let us call this equation as our third equation. Sorry, it will be our third equation, and it will be our fourth equation, because we have also named first and second to our previous equations. Okay, so now we have got these two equations, so we will just use our first condition. So first condition was theta b over a equal to 0. From here we will get am upon ei is equal to 0. So now right now we have two beams, we have two bending moment diagram from two beams. First one is sagging moment diagram, and it is equal to amu, and the other one will be due to the fixed beam, in which we don't have any loading, but we have the end moments. And let us assume that the bending moment diagram for this beam is like this. Here we have MB and here we have ME, because this bending moment diagram will be negative, and we are calling it as AMU dash. So AMU dash, what will be the value of AMU dash? So AMU dash can be calculated very easily. It will be MA plus MB times L. And what will be the value of A mu dash x mu dash bar? What is x mu dash? X mu dash bar is equal to sorry, x mu dash bar is the distance of CG of this trapezium from A. Okay, so it will be, sorry, here I will just write, or you can just write this also, and it will become A mu, sorry, by 2 into x bar. So it will be M A plus 2 MB times into L by 3 divided by MA plus MB. So from here MA plus MB will be cancelled out, and it will become MA plus 2 MB, MA plus 2 MB L square by 6. Okay, now we will use this equation. So let me write it equation here. So it will be AM by EI is equal to 0. So AM will be divided into two parts, AMU by EI plus AMU dash by EI is equal to 0, and it will become AMU plus AMU dash is equal to 0, because EI is constant. Now the value of AMU we have found out. It will be RA square RAL square by 2 minus W1 L cube by 6 minus W2 minus W1 L is L cube by 24, and minus, why minus? Because the value of mu dash will be negative, because it is a hogging moment, and it will be ma plus mb times l, and it will be equal to 0. So after solving and after putting the value of ra, we will get 2w1 plus w2 times l square by 6 minus w1 l square by 3 minus w2 minus w1 L square by 12 equal to MA plus MB. So let us call this equation as equation 5. Now we have got this equation. So we will use another condition. So the other condition is TA over V is equal to 0, and it means that AM x bar by EI is equal to 0, and we will also divide this AM x bar into two parts. First is a mu x mu bar plus a mu dash x mu dash bar is equal to 0, and we know the value of a mu x mu dash x mu bar, and we will also know the value of a mu dash x mu dash bar. Now we'll just simply put those values from equations. So it will be RA L cube by 3 minus W1 L to the power 4 by 8 minus W2 minus W1 L to the power 4 by 30 minus MA plus 2 MB L square by 6 is equal to 0. Why negative? Because we know that area of fixed beam without loading is negative, so that's why we have put the negative sign here. Now we will just simplify this equation, and after simplifying we will get 2W1 plus W2 L square by 3 minus 6W1 L square by 8 minus W2 minus W1 L square by 5 is equal to MA plus 2MB, and let us call this equation as 6. We have got two equations, one is 6 and the other one is equation number 5. Now from these two equations, equation number 5 and equation number 6, we can simply solve for MA and MB, and after solving these two equations simultaneously we will get the value of MA as 3W1 plus 2W2 times L square by 60, and we will get the value of MB as 2W1 plus 3W2 times L square by 60. Okay, so in this way we will get the value of fixed end moment at both the fixed end for a fixed beam with trapezoidal loading. Okay, this is it for this video. If you like the video, please share this video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any confusion, please comment down in the comment box and I will try to answer all your comment as soon as possible. Thanks for watching and we will meet in our next video.